Hi, Hani. Welcome to Poddster Studio at STEP Conference 2026. And what brings you to STEP Conference, by the way?
STEP Conference has such a nice vibe. I love a conference that is actually outdoors, perfect time of year, and we mingle under an open sky rather than inside a big building. And also, this helps put people in a nice, open mood. Everyone is here to network and just learn from each other. So I really enjoy it. This is our second year.
Hani, we started talking about something that actually sparkled my curiosity and what you're doing. And you mentioned that the most important thing that makes people and companies stand out from each other is the story that they tell. And I know you've got the story. And that's what brings you to STEP eventually. Can you unpack that story for us, please?
Indeed, but let's start with the general observation, Lara. We live in a time where there is a torrent of advertising. We scroll through feeds, we're bombarded with messages. But what do we really remember in this stream? It's the stories. It's the things that touch us, right? It's something that is authentic and has a meaning. And I think, for example, conversations about meaningful things. This is what stays with people. This is what you share with your partner when you come home after a long day.
Yeah.
It's the stories that you picked up.
Yeah.
So yes, the company that I work for, which is Qibla Sense, one of the important things of our mission is also that we have, I think, a story that we want to share with the world, which is about meaning, impact, but also working with innovation within tradition.
And it's a really interesting aspect, or really interesting anchor, let's put it this way, because it feels like tradition and innovation cannot coexist, but you prove it differently.
If you ask 100 startups here at STEP what they're going to do, most of them are going to say, we're going to disrupt this market, we're going to tear down the old structure, the old incumbents, and we're going to build the future in a new way based on our AI or blockchain tech or whatever is the trend of the day. But what we are doing with Qibla Sense is that we are doing smart wearables for prayer in Islam.
So I was going to ask you, so what tradition inspired you to innovate? Let's start with this.
So the brief background of how Qibla Sense came about was that two of our founders, who are Muslims, were traveling the world as part of their work, praying in different hotels, airports at different times, and being frustrated with the current state of the art some years ago, which is smartphone apps. Yes, you can find the direction for prayer in your app, you can have the prayer reminders in your app, but ultimately the smartphones also stress us out. We bring them into the bedroom, into the bathroom, into our most private conversations, and I also feel that there's something unhealthy in this behavior. So what we set out to do was to create a device which is beautiful and simple, above all simple. You can put it in the hands of your grandma, who may be blind and deaf, but she will find it immediately usable. And the way this little device works, it's a necklace or a subha with a round little medallion.
This one?
Yeah, it's sitting here in the table in front of us.
Yes. Yeah, it looks beautiful.
You press it, and you keep pressing, you will feel a vibration.
Oh, yeah.
And the vibration is when you turn around slowly and face towards Qibla, which is the direction of Mecca, it will vibrate twice. So then you know where to pray, wherever you are.
Yeah, so that definitely helps not to have a device for once with you, right, when you want to pray. Because praying is the time when you want to be probably spiritual and focused and peaceful as well, right?
Indeed. I believe even non-Muslims understand this very well. There are times of the day when you don't want the distractions, when you want to have peace of mind and want to focus on what's really important. And this is the reason behind Qibla Sense. We live in such stressful times, and helping people connect with what's really important, if we can facilitate that and help brothers and sisters in Islam to strengthen that connection and perform their salah, then I think our purpose is fulfilled.
So it's interesting that this year at STEP, it's one of those events where we somehow put the technology on the side, and we keep on coming back to simple human processes. One of my conversations today was about human storytelling, not AI storytelling, not building agents, but how to tell a story when you're a human. So now we're having a conversation about removing a device from where we would always wanted to automate and we always wanted to put our devices into, and returning back to a peace of mind with the help of something that you can feel in your hand instead. I find it absolutely interesting how this whole environment evolves.
It's true. I think there's like you can call it a hangover from the smartphone and social media years, right? That people may feel it's too much. And we get the question often like, I want to get one of these devices and give it as a gift to a friend or something similar. And and some people say, why should I get this device? I have the app on my phone. But then my reply is, when was the last time you gave an app as a gift to your friend?
Ha, that's right.
Right. No, we don't. And the Qibla Sense is a physical device. It is beautiful to the eye, soft to the touch, with the vibration and the polished wooden or stone shells that we have. We also have fragrant versions, which is sandalwood
That's
beads
interesting.
that smells lovely. And because we are sensory beings, we are still humans of flesh and blood. We're not all AI. We want to experience things in the real world, and that is what is meaningful for us. And even if these AI agents take over all the work tasks in our daily lives, people will still want to have connection, and they still want authenticity. And this is what we want to help.
What eventually motivated you as someone who's part of this company work towards something like that? I mean, apart from solving the problem of your founders, but what motivated you as a person?
I think there is this dimension of doing something meaningful. So yes, there are many very meaningful endeavors out there, but what makes me interested is when can we apply technology for something good and something which create meaning for people. Because you very often see brilliant ideas, a lot of money, very smart people working really hard to create things that the world may not really need.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a pretty important filter in life. So yes, we have a few hours here on Earth, and if we can put them towards something which is creating meaning for a great number of people, then our work is meaningful. So this is for me the motivation.
I agree with you. So thank you so much for stopping by and telling us about something that is so beautiful and spiritual at the same time, which doesn't include a lot of technology as well, but it includes a lot of meaning. So I think it looks beautiful. Yeah, so thank you for stopping by and good luck with this.
Thank you very much for a lovely conversation, Lara.
Thank you.